The genocide in Gaza did not happen in a vacuum, and it's okay to talk about what that context is, because if you don't understand the context, you will never truly appreciate the events that shape history. So we have to look at Palestine at the eve of the Nakba. When we talk about the Nakba, quite often we are referring to specific events that happened in 1948. The actual Nakba, or the catastrophe as is known within Palestinian lexicon, is an event that actually started late 1947, not 1948. And why is that important? Because in 1947, no Arab armies, no outside forces were involved in trying to reverse the ethnic cleansing that the Zionist militias, later the State of Israel, the Israeli army, um, was conducting in various parts of Palestine. In other words, the Arabs were reacting to something that was already taking place starting in 1947, as opposed to Israel reacting to something that the Arabs have supposedly done. But let's go a little bit further than that. The Palestine, starting in the 1920s, was under British mandate. What is the British mandate? The League of Nations, which preceded the United Nations, was essentially a club of powerful countries, mostly Western countries, that kind of shaped global politics. So they have decided that Palestine, uh, like other polities in the Middle East and other parts of the world, mostly in the global South, were to be placed under Western mandates, Britain, France, and others. These Western governments were supposed to help the people of these nations achieve a degree of independence, because they don't have the political means or structures to fully move from an era of colonialism and slavery and exploitation into an era of civilization and independence and political sovereignty. So they needed to be helped. So naturally, who is the most rational actor that would help them achieve that is the very nations that actually colonized them and exploited them for hundreds of years. I mean, as idiotic as this may sound, that's what actually happened. But not just that. In the case of Palestine, the Palestinians are not actually guided by the British in order for them to achieve that coveted independence.